External hard drives are super cheap nowadays. You can find them at a bargain basement price almost any day of the year. For 4 terabytes, 6 terabytes, even 8 terabytes in some cases. But what happens when you want to increase your internal space? Well, as you can see, 6 terabytes, 8 terabytes, they get really, really expensive. But luckily for us, what's inside most of these external drives are internal drives. In fact, inside all of them is an internal drive with just an adapter card. So we're going to crack open a Seagate and a Western Digital, and we're going to show you how to harvest, or as the professionals like to say, how to shock these drives and make them into your internal drives instead. So now you can get all the benefits of the space without all of the cost.
Now to do this, you're going to need a few tools and nothing over the top. We need a screwdriver, preferably a star, or a Phillips if you want to be technical about it. You're going to need a pry tool. In this instance, we're going to use a butter knife. And you're going to need an actual thinner blade than the butter knife to get into the seam to start off with. So something like an X-Acto knife or a box cutter for what we're going to use here is going to work just fine. But you need a thin blade, a thick blade, and a screwdriver. Okay, now that we've got the tools out of the way, let's get started. Now to disassemble an external hard drive is actually really simple. As you can see, we have our X-Acto knife and our butter knife here. You won't need the screwdriver till the very end. But to begin with, you want to start looking for the seam. Now these are enclosures and they come in 2 pieces and held together by internal plastic clips. So we're going to look for the seam here. Now on this Western Digital drive, it's at the bottom. And we can see that the butter knife is a little bit too thick. So we're going to take our box cutter and start slicing around the seam. Just break any glue that might be in there. You don't want to have any like nasty surprises. And once we get the X-Acto knife in there, you can see that we get a nice little air pocket. You want to stick the butter knife in and start prying away. Now remember, as you're doing this, you are going to void the warranty. These enclosures will no longer be good to you and you won't be able to do anything with them. So just give it all you got and just start prying away. And remember, these internal clips, there's a lot of them. So you're going to have to be doing this for a little bit. You won't damage the drive at all. You'll be fine. And just keep going and going. And eventually when you start hearing pops, you'll start seeing that the lid becomes a lot easier to get in. If the butter knife slips out, just slip the X-Acto knife back in and start prying away again with the butter knife. Now, as you can see as I'm prying here, as we get more and more gapping between the seam, you can see the actual clips holding in the bottom to the top. Just keep prying away. Don't stop. Don't do anything like that. Just keep going. Like I said, when the warranty's already void, you got nothing else to lose. I'm going way too slow here and way too gingerly. Just really just pound it in and just go. Now that we've got the clips all taken apart and the bottom has come away from the top, you'll see that there are these screws holding in. This is where the screwdriver is going to come into play. You're going to want to just unscrew these 4 screws holding down the back of the drive over into the case. And once you get those screws out, you're going to want to take the drive, well, out of the case. As you can imagine, it's a snug fit. So we're going to have to like kind of just shake it a little bit. Don't go crazy with this. It's not a British baby or anything. Just, give it a light shake and you'll start to feel it come loose. And once it comes loose, you can pull it out. You can pull off these side panel screw things. These are what kind of make it a really snug fit. You're going to have to take these out anyway to put them in your case. So pull these off and take out the screws. And once you do that, all you have left to do is take off this adapter card here in the back. This is what makes it from a internal drive into an external drive. So we pull that off and boom, now we have an internal drive, SATA power and SATA port. That's it. That's how you do it. So this was the Western Digital drive. Let's bring in the Seagate and do that one. So with this Seagate drive, this was a little bit harder. The seam was definitely not as visible as it was on the Western Digital. And this drive is from about 2012, 2013. And as I actually ran the X-Acto knife over the seam area where I thought it was, it didn't appear to be a top and bottom type of enclosure. It felt like it was more of a V-shaped kind of clamshell. And I just slowly ran over it. I had to take this off camera because there's just no way to do this in terms of viewing it. But you can see that just run it through, maintain the same type of method that you've been doing before. X-Acto knife, butter knife, just pry away, pry away. And once again, I was far too ginger with this. I should have just like really gone for it and just busted the side panel right off. But anyways, once I got the casing off, I found the drive was inside this like type of little cage. So unscrewed the screws from the cage, and luckily the adapter card is inside the cage as well. So once you slip the drive out of the cage, everything comes off and you have a Seagate drive that's ready to go inside your PC, plus a little neat metal cage if you can find any extra use for it. So this third and final drive is also a Seagate drive. This is the brand new 6TB external one I bought on Black Friday in 2019. This is just for the sake of completeness for anyone who has a newer drive and is just wondering. The seam on these ones is also kind of hard to find, but not nearly as hard as the one from 2013. So get in, find it, X-Acto knife, butter knife, simple as that. Once you get the drive open, you're gonna see that the little adapter card is held in by some foil tape. Just pull the foil tape, as again, shake out the drive if you need to shake it out, or pry it out with the butter knife, 6 of 1, it really doesn't matter. Take out the screws, take off the tape, pull off the adapter card, and bada bing, bada boom, you're done.
Well, guys, there you have it. I know it might seem like I shot this outro before I opened up the drives, but you'd be correct. Anyways, that is actually how you harvest these drives. Now, I got these two 6TB on Black Friday for 99 bucks a piece, so it was a worthwhile investment for me. Upgrading all my storage for, 3 times the space for $200, how do you go wrong? But it is that easy, whether it's Seagate or Western Digital, just crack it open from the bottom, take out the drive, call it a day. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see all of you on the next video.